I wish a Karen would.
You want to call the police on them for having a barbecue on a Sunday.
I feel free! Back off!
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
This is currently making the rounds on Reddit. Nothing says I'm a male Karen like some loped out shades and sandals from the Gap. This white male Karen is upset because there's a crew working. This crew happens to be Mexican. And he's really, really mad that they have the audacity to make noise while they are in fact working. And he threatens them basically. He seems as if he wants to fight at least one of the crewmen based on his own actions. So here's your anti-Mexican, anti-work male Karen.
Service to come out here? Okay, show me your IDs, show me your IDs. I'm the freaking person living behind listening to this atrocious noise coming into my house. Yeah, you're screwed up. Okay, immigration, yeah. Okay, you moved that tile saw inside the house. No. Hey, chip it. What are you doing? Chip it. You're gonna have the immigration service out here.
Show your ID. Who in the hell? How do you just walk up to a work crew in your Gap sandals and start demanding people to show you their ID? They are working. Now, this would be a very simple dispute if you did not bring in the whole immigration thing, and obviously he has some issues there. But I find it quite fascinating that he's not the only one who lives in that area, but he's the only one who decided to try to get rowdy with this work crew. But it was in what he said. You see, he believes truly, and I know we call them male Karens on this show. You may call them Chads or Kens or whatever, it's okay. All of it fits. But the philosophy behind believing that you, a person of no authority, a person who has not witnessed any criminal activity whatsoever, to demand that people at their jobs give you their ID. I guarantee you wouldn't walk up to an all-white work crew and demand that. Promise you that. Ben, your thoughts?
I'm thinking of James Baldwin, and I always think about him in this kind of scenario when he talked about the Western Union lady. He was at the Cambridge debate with William F. Buckley, and he talked about the Western Union white woman who, at the end of the day, even though he had far more money than she would ever see, she still had this attitude and disposition towards him because she was white and he was black. I look at this scenario and see that this man actually believed that he had the authority and the right to insert himself into these people working and in order to demand what he felt like he should have. That is a sense of entitlement that is indicative of this nation. I mean, isn't it par for the course? I mean, every step of the way, this is what you get in this country.
Yeah, and it's very important to continue to highlight moments like this where simple arguments or simple disagreements, when they turn into a racial dynamic especially, and you see the overreaction of an individual who thinks that they are supposed to be able to control a process that no one has given them authority to control, it's important to highlight it. And let me tell you why that's important. Media is a powerful tool to shape social understanding. And what we do on this program is we want to wake people up to the social understanding that they, in fact, do not own another human being. That is gone. That is over with. That does not happen in the United States of America, or at least it should not happen in the United States of America. And every time I see one of these incidents, and I'm thankful, yes, that we have video footage, but I want to know, how many times this happened for decades. Nobody had a video camera. Nobody had a camera phone. All people could do was tell the narrative. All they could do was say this happened. I remember years ago being, before the camera phone was in high usage, in our communities, in the black community, we talked extensively about being targeted by the police, about police officers harassing and violating our constitutional rights. I've had that happen to me before. So Absolutely. We know it happened, but we did not have the video evidence back then to prove it.
Absolutely. Rodney King was one of the first times we got video footage of what we've clearly known in the black community for a long time. But I'm harkening back to that old clip. That old clip of Sanford and Son where Red Fox was talking to his son, and his son Lamont was telling him, the leading cause of death for black men is heart disease. And Fred Sanford was like, I thought it was always the cops. We've been dealing with this for a long time.
Yeah, a very long time, and it is important to continue to highlight these incidents, and we will do so. So obviously, that work crew continued their job after they were able to record this man, and I firmly believe the reason why he did not try to attack somebody, but acted like he was going to attack somebody, is because he saw that phone and that video going. It has become a protection for many people.